أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله على محمد وآله الطاهرين اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم اللهم كل وليك الحجة ابن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا ودليلا وعينا حتى تسكنه أرضك طوعا وتمتئه فيها طويلا اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم. Before we start this class, we'll send our salams to Imam Mehdi alayhi salam and ask his permission that we enter this discussion. Okay? Why? Because we are in his mahzar right now. We are present in front of him, okay, and we believe in that, and because we are present in front of him, because we are in his mahzariyat, we should always take his permission before we enter into any holy discussion related to Islam, Hadith, Quran, whatever. Okay. What we discussed yesterday, brother? Your name? Sorry, I couldn't ask your name. Shahir. Shahir. From where? And Asalatan? Okay. Lahore, Karachi, Islamabad. Okay, you understand Urdu then also, right? Okay. So, as usual, we'll be talking in Urdu and English both, okay? So that everyone can understand. So, kal kya baat hui thi bhai? What did we talk about yesterday? We talked about Gaibat, the reality of Gaibat from the kalam of Ma'asumin themselves. Okay, from the kalam of Ma'asumin themselves. And we said that Gaibat, in fact, is the time of fazilat. Gaibat is what? Is the time of fazilat. Gaibat is the time of gaining the ultimate spiritual perfection. Okay? If we hadn't read those hadiths, and there are multiple more ahadiths, okay, related to this topic of Gaibat, what was in our mind? That Gaibat is a time of testing. Gaibat is it is a time of testing, no doubt about that. But in what sense? In the sense of punishment? No, Gaibat is not a punishment. Since the Imams could not gain the government, okay, since Imam Ali was Mazloom and Imam Hassan and Imam Hussain, until all the Imams, up to the time of Imam Askari alayhi salam, all the Imams were Mazloom और उनके ऊपर जुल्म किया गया था. लिहाजा चिशोद क्या हुआ? The Imam was put into parda Gaibat. Okay, that's what is mainly propagated in our times. Okay, but Hadith says no. There's one more Hadith which says that even if the Imams, just imagine Imam Ali alayhi salam had governed for 100 years. Such a beautiful time, right? Imam Hassan for 200 years. Imam Hussain for 200 years. Up to Imam Askari alayhi salam, all the 11 Imams had got the government. And they would have become the Hakim of the Muslims instead of Bani Umayyah, Bani Abbas, Yazid and Muawiyah and all these people, okay? Who would be the governors? Imams. Hadith says then also Gaibat would have happened. Gaibat was still necessary. अगरचे तमाम इमामों को हुकूमत मिल जाती फिर भी गैबत ज़रूरी थी. गैबत important है. Okay? क्यों? क्योंकि Assalamu alaikum, how are you? Why? Because that ultimate hidayat and perfection could not have taken place, will not take place without Gaibat. Without the Gaibat of Imam, that hidayat will not take place. Okay, now to explain that, if you remember, I drew this chart, this Nakashi, this drawing 2 days back, right? We said we have not one universe, we have a number of universes. Okay, we have a number of awalim. अभी तो मैंने बात शुरू नहीं की है, बोलो. हाँ अब लिख दिया ना मैंने. ओके वो मैं भूल गया था लिखना. ठीक है. ओके हमारे पास कितने अवालिम है? 1 2 3 4 5 6. अच्छा बहुत, वी हैव मिलियंस ऑफ अवालिम. ओके बट दिस इज द कुल्ली तकसीम, जनरल तकसीम, the overview taqseem and division of the awalim. Okay, these are the main awalim and universes: alam ilah, alam asma, alam aql, alam malakut, alam misal, or then the name of alam misal is alam barzakh and alam dunya. This is a zaif tareen, the weakest wujud. Okay, if you compare this with the other awalim, and alam ilah is the qawi tareen, the powerful wujud. Okay, so we insan, we human beings, we were created here in alam ilah. Okay, and we were traveled and we came right here. And then Mr. A and B and C were born in some hospitals. Okay, and we think our date of birth is here. Okay, but no, our real date of birth is here. Okay, now what else I've written here? Okay, let's see this. If you want to give another name for alam dunya and another name for all these awalim, for all these universes, the other name for alam dunya is Zaahir. What is Zaahir? Badan, physical, physicality, material, the materialistic world, the physical world. Zaahir, I can see this, I can touch, I can taste, I can smell. Okay? What is all this? Muhammad, what is all this? You're looking as if I'm talking in Malayalam. Come on, man. AC?
No.
Yeah, switch it off. Okay. So what is the other name for alam dunya? Zaahir. The system of Zaahir. We are living right now in the system of Zaahir, in the physical world, in the system. Assalamu alaikum. In the system of Zaahir and Badan. Someone else is coming? Abbas? Assalamu alaikum. Okay, no one, no problem. No, sit. Okay. See, we have in Surah Al-Hadid, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, I think it's ayah number 3 or something. Huwa al-awwalu, huwa, yani Allah. Who is Allah? Huwa al-awwalu wal-akhiru wal-zahiru wal-baaten. So, we have one name of Allah, Assalamu alaikum. We have one name of Allah which is what? Al-Zaahir. Isme Al-Zaahir. Listen to this carefully, huh? This will change your life if it wants to. Okay? We have one name of Allah which is what? Az-Zaahir. Huwa al-awwalu wal-akhiru wal-zahiru wal-baaten. The system of Zaahir which we are living right now, we are living in what system? The system of body, the system of Zaahir. Zaahir means Zaahir, okay, which you can see, taste, smell, okay? This system of Zaahir which we are living inside is the tajalli, manifestation of Isme Az-Zaahir. Wait, I have to write this. Okay, let's do one more nakashi here. See, let me write this. We have, okay, Isme Az-Zaahir. This, because Allah has many qualities, sifat, asma. One of those isms is what? Zaahir. Okay, like one of the names is what? Raziq. How will Raziq manifest itself? Okay, because Allah gives us rozi and roti, food and shelter and different types of sustenance and all these things through which ism? With Raziq. Okay? So the manifestation of Raziq is in the form of food and water and also ilm. Ilm is also one of the rizq which Allah has. Okay, now we are getting this rizq of knowledge and ilm right now. With which ism? Ar-Razik. Like Razik, we have one more ism which is called Az-Zaahir. Okay, I just forgot to put Alif Lam, okay? Az-Zaahir. This Az-Zaahir, Allah has manifested this Az-Zaahir to all this dunya which we are seeing right now. All these galaxies, this earth, these planets, America, Pakistan, and all whatever you see in front of you. This is a manifestation of Az-Zaahir, the system of body, physicality and Az-Zaahir. Okay? Got it right now? Okay, I'm thinking this is a touch screen. Okay. Then we have what? Okay. We have from Alam-e Ilah to Alam-e Misal, the system of what? System of Baaten. The system of Baaten, which is comprised of all these awalim, is the manifestation of Ism al-Baaten. Because God has one more ism which is called al-Baaten, spiritual, ruhani, ma'navi. That will manifest itself with all these awalim. Okay? Okay? So we have another name for system of Baaten, which is Alam-e Gaib, Alam-e Baaten, Alam-e Ruhani. Okay? All these are different names of one hakikat, one reality. Baaten, Gaib. So when we say Allah has put two eyes in our heart, if that is open, those eyes are activated, what will happen? We can see this system of Gaib and Baaten. Okay? Like many of our ulama and urafar were successful. Like Ayatollah Behjat, Allama Tabatabai. Okay? All these ulama were successful in opening their eyes by their and performing the wajibat and abstaining from guna and performing the mustahabbat, namaz-e-shab. Okay, they got successful. Any questions? Okay.
But why should I aim to open my eyes?
Now, if it's clear till here, let's go back to this hadith. How many hadiths I think I read around 3 to 4 hadiths, right? Which said what? The most nearest people to Allah, aqrabu ma yakunu li'ibadu min Allah. Who are the most nearest people to Allah? And who are the most marzi people with Allah, with whom Allah is razi? Okay? And khushnud is aftaqadu hujjat Allah. When their hujjat is ga'ib. Now compare this with this. What does Imam want to say here? That is what Imam is saying. Who will gain if you want to become the most nearest to Allah, what do you have to do? You have to walk on the path of hidayat, right? So this means that person who is the most nearest to Allah in the time of Gaibat is the most hidayat yafta. वो सबसे ज़्यादा हिदायत याफ्ता है. बात समझ में आ रही है सबको? Getting it what I'm saying? So, in what time, in what state, किस हालत में you will gain hidayat? The ultimate hidayat? In the time of the physical huzur of मासूम, जब मासूम जिस्मानी तौर पर हाजिर होंगे, or when मासूम is गायब. Tell me, why are you puzzled, man? Tell me, Abbas.
I don't have a question. This also means that the Masoom couldn't give us enough guidance when he was actually there.
No,
And when he's in Gaibat.
No, Ma'soom, when he is Zaahir and he's physically available in access, he can give us. But the problem is with us. In Farsi we say Qabil. Qabil Qabiliyat nadore. See, this, what I said, why we, it's a problem from us, from our side. Why? Because we are sent in this form, in the form of matter, body. When you are in the form of matter, okay, wait a minute, let me answer this question from here. Okay, we have body and soul, right? Our body has some ahkam. What is the ahkam of our body? Tell me. Eating, sleep. These are the ahkam of our body, right? What is the ahkam of the soul? Ibadat, worship, tafakkur, ta'akul. Okay, afala yatadabbarun al-Quran. Afala ta'akilun. Quran says, right? So these are the ahkam of the soul, right? Now, if I just keep focusing on this and forget this, what will happen? Will hidayah take place? Never. Because who is the hakikat? What is the hakikat of insan? Body or soul? Soul. So if I just keep focusing on the body, the ahkam of the body, and keep forgetting the ahkam of the soul, then when will I gain hidayat? Now just imagine, Ma'asum is physically present, bodily present. But the physical presence of Ma'asum is not an obstacle for the Ma'asum to focus on the Ruhani. He is Ruhaniyat present, okay? When he's physically present, he's focused on his Ruhani, okay, soul. Although Ma'asum eats, drinks, sleeps, marries, everything. But this does not prevent him from applying the laws of the soul, the rules of the soul, the ahkam of the soul, okay? But we are not Ma'asum. Okay? We are not Ma'asum. We are not Ma'asum, and we are sent in this. Just imagine in this 21st century, when we have gadgets and tablets and mobiles, and जब मैं पैदा हुआ हूँ इस वक्त, for example, I'm a newborn child, okay? And the time of mobiles and all this, all the ahkam of the body is, hakim over the world, has taken over the world, okay? The ahkam of fitrat and soul have been lowered thanks to our societal rules and all these things, okay? Now, if I'm born and my parents do not know how to upbring myself, how to do my tarbiyat, then they will buy a big 43-inch TV, smart TV in their bedroom, okay? If my parents have a 3-bedroom hall, in every room they will have a TV, okay? And and when I become 7, it's Corona, my son has to, do some online learning, so let's buy a mobile for him, okay? Online learning, right? It's a need of the society, okay? So I have a mobile. I'm 7-year-old now. I'm just 7. And I have mobile, I have Instagram, 24 hours internet. So where will my focus be? On the nizam of body or on the nizam of the soul? Tell me. What's the natural answer here?
Body.
On the body, right? And my parents also, na'uzubillah, when the time of the azan comes, they don't pray on time. Okay? They say, Khali wali agha, 3 p.m. we will 3 p.m. we will say our namaz, okay? Or, it's Ramadan, we'll wake up at 5 p.m. and then I'll say my Zohar. So if I as a child see my parents not performing their wajibat on time, not abstaining from listening to music, and I'm seeing they're seeing Hollywood films and Bollywood films, and they just visit the Imam Barga just for a routine, just to meet their friends, okay? Then how will I grow up then? How will I grow up? I will grow up with me being used to the system of Zaahir and body. So now, and I'm ghafil and ignorant of my hakikat. Okay? Now this is jalib, this is interesting. I'm ghafil of this. Whereas the system of hidayat has to take place here. Not here. This is just a tool for the soul. When I'm saying you focus on the soul, this doesn't mean you just stop eating, drinking, don't give time to your parents. Okay? And no, you have to have sleep, proper sleep. You have to have proper eating and drinking, but with i'tidal, balance ke saath. Okay? And plus you focus here. Your main focus should be here. Ta'akkul, tafakkur, hidayat. Opening the eyes, activating the powers of the soul. Okay? So, why is Gaibat necessary? Why is Gaibat necessary? So that the Gaibat of Badan takes place. Gaibat, yani Gaibat as Badan. Whose Badan? Our Badan, our body. The hadaf of Gaibat Imam Zamana alayhi salam is not Imam, we. We are the hadaf of Gaibat. What is the hadaf of Gaibat? How are we the hadaf of Gaibat? In order to work on the ahkam of the soul. Okay? Just tell me. What we say? Imam-e Ghaib, right? We say Imam-e Ghaib, okay? We say Imam is Zaahir, Imam-e Ghaib, Imam is Ghaib, and we are, okay? If you see the concept of the Western world, which is just focused on the materialistic, जो गरबी दुनिया है, okay, West America, उनका focus कहाँ पर है? फकत body के ऊपर है. They don't focus on the soul and ma'naviyat and all these things, okay? And their thought process and mindset is governing the whole world, okay? Even me and you. Okay, when we grew up, we think that this is real. This body is real, not the soul. Okay? In practical. In theory, yes. In theoretically, we say, yeah, the hakikat of insan is the soul. But when we come into practice, in our day-to-day life, routine life, it shows that no, for us, the reality is the body and the nizam of Zaahir. Okay? Now, with this in view, Miqdad is not boring, right? If you say it's boring, I can go out. No problem. एक salawat be Filistin. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajam. If we see the Western point of view, what is the, and compare it with Gaibat al-Kubra, what result should we take? The result will be, if this is real and this is unreal, okay? What the result will be? Imam is Gaib. Imam is Gaib and we are Zaahir. Right or not? If we take the nizam of Zaahir and Badan as a real nizam of Khilkat, then what is Zaahir and what is Gaib? We are Zaahir and Imam is Gaib, right? Why Imam is Gaib? Because Imam is physically not present. But if this is real and this is unreal, which Allah says this is unreal, okay, in the Quran, then what will the result be? What will the result? Anyone? Imam is Zaahir and we are Gaib.
So from the point of view of the Imam, we are Ghaib.
We are Gaib. Gaib of what? In the point of view of the Imam Mehdi alayhi salam, we are Gaib of our soul. We think there is no soul. Getting it? In our day-to-day life, this is what is taking place, right? We are not so much focused on namaz shab and tasbih and huzur al-qalb dar namaz. Okay? We don't think that is real. We don't think that Imam Zaman is present right now in this class. Right? We don't think. Okay? That is why I think I mentioned this yesterday. When we read the hadith of Imam, in fact, we are in the mahzar of Imam. This is the law of the nizam of Baaten, soul, which I said yesterday, that we are in the mahzar of Imam. Or if we just take this as the real thing, then no, Imam is not here. Okay? Where is Imam? I can't see him. That is what our reaction will be. Getting it? Okay? Any questions? So the hadaf of Gaibat is Gaibat as Badan. We need to focus here and activate our soul powers, our ruhani powers. Okay, now. If you have a question, tell me, otherwise I'll continue.
So we said it's necessary for Imam to be physically ghaib for us to activate our soul.
And when we activate our soul, our real connection with Imam will be activated.
Okay, but
Because after Zuhur, the real irtibat and the ghalibi irtibat of normal human beings, Gair Ma'asumin, like me and you, with the Imam will be through the ruhaniyat, not through the physical body. Okay? Why? Because the whole alam, because Allah is Gaib, right? And Zaahir, and I said, if you see, in all these awalim, where is Zaahir, tell me? Where is Zaahir? In all these awalim, from alam ila to dunya, where is Zaahir? Dunya is Zaahir, right? And dunya, as I said, is the weakest form of being and existence. So this cannot be real. This cannot be real. The real is these awalim. So what we have to do before we die and after we become balig, okay, is to focus, is to open the eyes of the Baaten of the soul and get along with other ulama and urafa, okay. And one more thing which I mentioned yesterday, which Imam alayhi salam said, that the Gaibat of Imam is what? The sunnat of Anbiya fi ghayabatihim. So, if we have, what is the reason why Allah has talked about the Anbiya in the Holy Quran with more than 2,200 verses? What is the goal of mentioning these stories?
so we can understand Imam.
Imam Zaman alayhi salam. So, if I want to draw one more nakashi here and one more drawing, okay, can you see, right? We have, where do we have to start from? See, we have, okay, prophets, imams. Okay, I won't draw this here. And what? The representatives of imams, right? Ulama, okay? Ulama, okay? And my writing is bad because, we're actually... How many years? 1,24,000. How many years? कितने साल? 1,24,000 अंबिया ने कितनी जिंदगी गुजारी है? 10,000 years. 1,24,000 prophets. You can take them as one insan. The story of one insan is 10,000 years. Why did I say one insan? Or Hazrat Nuh and Hazrat Isa, one insan, one human being? Yes. Why? Kulluhum Nurun Wahid. Okay? They are they are made from the same Nur. Okay? Kulluhum Nurun Wahid. How many years, Imams, alayhis? From the time of the death of the Prophet until Imam Askari alayhi salam. How much?
200
Insan e 250 saal. Okay? Got it? And then we have the time of Gaibat, okay, like going on 1,200 years plus. Gaibat Sugra and Kubra. So, we have to focus on the seerah of the prophets, on the tarbiyati seerah of the prophets, in order to understand Imam Zaman alayhi salam. We have to focus on a 250-year tarbiyati seerah, and obviously the historical aspects of this time. We have to go timeline from here till here until today. Why? Why? Because our history, if you want to ask me, okay, Moin, what is your history? Hassan, Hamza, what is your history? My history and all of our history goes back here. We start from here. From day number 1, Hazrat Adam alayhi salam. Inni ja'ilun fil ardi khalifa. The story of Adam alayhi salam. Who is Adam alayhi salam? The first ever human being. Right? You agree on this? The first ever human being, the first ever Hujjat Khuda, the first ever prophet. Okay? So, if I want to know myself, who am I? Where have I come from? I have to start from Hazrat Adam alayhi salam. Okay? And then travel, come to my time. Okay? This is not just about history, huh? I'm not talking about history timeline, no. I'm focusing on history, tarbiyah, spirituality, economics, politics, whatever you have in your mind, we have all this here. Okay? For example, Hazrat Shoaib alayhi salam. What was the problem at his time? In order to solve, Allah sent him.
The weights.
The economical issues of that time. Mushkil iqtisadi. Can't we solve our economical problems looking at the seerah of Hazrat Shoaib? Because they are ulgu, they are role models, right? So if they're role models, all their solutions are also role models for us. Okay? This is one thing which I wanted to talk about. I'm just giving headlines, okay? Because I can't do more than headlines, and just I want to create questions in your mind, okay? When you look at, okay, just imagine this is the whole world, okay? This table is the whole world, okay? Or this is the whole world. When you're sitting at top of this world, what do you see? With respect to all these points which I've mentioned. What do you see? When you're sitting at top of the whole world, what do you see? No. You see the world, I know you see. Yeah, you see the physical world, right? You always see there are two fronts. There are two fronts. Okay? You have the front of Haqq and you have the front of Baatil. From day one. From day one. And this front has started from day one ila yawmil qiyamah. Ila yawmil qiyamah. Now, the question is, hum kahan par khade hain? Are we in this front or in this front? Or we might be in both fronts. Mumkin hum dono mein ho. Hum haq mein bhi ho, hum batil mein bhi ho. Okay? Right? So this important topic of haq and batil is also needs to be focused here. Okay? What happened with haq, with the followers of haq, with the followers of batil? What are the sunnat and the qawaid of the followers of batil, which they are implementing the same sunnats in our time? Okay? We think COVID has come, we think that country is doing this and that, this is something new for us. No, this is all continuation from the old times, from the history. Okay? So I needed to talk more, I think, but my time has ended, okay? So I hope this session was not boring for you. I really hope it was interesting for you, especially Moin, I don't know. Okay? And for you all, inshallah.